The new lounge has certainly been welcomed by students, and Tanya does a great job making sure students learn about all aspects of design. And speaking of welcoming new additions to the school, joining us now is our new president of MATC, Dr. Anthony Cruz. Dr. Cruz, thanks for being with us today.
Thank you, James. It's a pleasure to be here today.
Absolutely. Longtime Floridian coming to us from the Miami-Dade, Florida area. What came into your decision to want to come to Milwaukee and MATC?
Well, several reasons. We have a very vibrant college here. I was looking for a college that had multiple campuses, right, and had a big reach within the community. And I think that that's one big aspect of what MATC does. And also a very diverse campus, diverse in the students that we have, faculty and staff, and diversity in programs, right? We have over 180 programs. And so that really attracted me to come to MATC. And also my adult children also live in the Midwest. So coming back to the Midwest was a really good thing for us too.
Well, that's fascinating. Looking back at Miami and here, what are some of the differences between that college and other ones you've been at and MATC?
I think the big thing is the technical programs we offer here and the wide variety of technical programs. I've worked at several other two-year colleges, and they've mostly focused on AA degree transfer. We have that here at MATC as well, but just having the variety of programs really makes a big difference, right? Because in most of these programs, when students graduate from the programs, whether it be a certificate, diploma, degree, they're going to go out into the workforce, have a living wage, and it's a family sustaining wage, which is so important in the economy and the way it is today.
Right.
Absolutely.
Now, Dr. Cruz, you mentioned our 180 programs here at our campuses. Any of those programs really attract your attention or something you really want to learn more about?
I think our health programs, allied health programs are obviously one of the big focal points. Our nursing program is actually the largest program we have at MATC. And we just went through an accreditation process and did very well, and it's continuing to grow. And we know that this is very important for our community. I know there's an aging population. We want to make sure that we are addressing their needs. And so MATC does that through the nursing program and other programs here in the health field.
Right.
Okay, so Dr. Cruz, what's something that you want students to know about you that they wouldn't be able to find by themselves somewhere?
Wow. That's a really great question. Well, maybe you could see this from maybe my posts and things I do, but I'm a big baseball fan. And I love sports in general, going to live sporting events. And so whether it be, I'm really looking forward to seeing the Bucks live. I haven't been able to do that, but I got to see several Brewers games during the summer. And so looking forward to participating in more of those. And I also really enjoy seeing our own MATC athletic program. I just, the ladies volleyball team is doing extremely well. And so I love going to see them, our soccer, all the other sports as they evolve throughout. Now we're just going to start basketball season. So looking forward to watching those as well.
All right, Dr. Cruz, wrapping up here, what are some goals that you're going to set forth in your administration for our institution here?
Well, I think one of the biggest things is to increase enrollment. I think we have and we are poised to really add more to this community by increasing number of students that we have at the college and also increasing our retention rates. It's very important. So providing the wraparound services that students need to be successful.
Excellent. Well, thank you again, Dr. Cruz, for being with us here today, and we hope to have you back soon to celebrate some of those goals you've talked about here today.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure.
All right. Moving forward, thank you, Dr. Cruz and Lauren, for being with us today. And now let's head over to the kitchen to talk to Chef Ayana, whose only goal today is baking some sweet treats. Ayana, what's in the oven over there?
Hey, thanks, James. This chilly fall air calls for something warm and sweet, so today we are baking pumpkin chocolate chip cookies. Before we start, make sure you have the following ingredients, which are 1/2 cup of butter, 1/2 cup of pumpkin puree, 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 cup of sugar, 2 eggs, 2 cups of chocolate chips, and you will also need a cookie sheet. Cookies are like hugs, but for your taste buds. So in this bowl, I have some pumpkin puree and chocolate chips, and we're going to add in our ingredients, starting with the butter. We're going to break this down and mix it in there well. The point of this is so that we can have a nice moist base to dissolve our sugar in. And with the butter and the pumpkin all mixed together, we'll mix in the next ingredient, which is our bowl of sugar, 2 cups of sugar. And we'll just bring that in and give it some motion until the sugar starts to dissolve. This is the one thing that you don't want to see streaks of in a cookie is sugar, because it will create very overly sweet, hard pockets in a pastry. And now that we've got that mostly dissolved, we're going to add in our eggs. The moisture in the egg yolk and the egg white are going to help dissolve the sugar and keep everything binding together. Once we've done that, we can now add in our final ingredient, which will be the flour, which will give our cookies their shape. We want to start shaping the cookies, right? So once you get this together, we're gonna use our spoon to scoop up a dollop of cookie at a time and just deposit it onto our baking sheet. Hey, what did the cookie say after a rough day? I'm baked. As a pastry chef, I feel that every day. It's very demanding in this industry. And then over here, we'll start to drop in our cookie dough onto our cooking sheet, which we have prepared over here. This is what your cookies should look like before they go in the oven. You can use a spoon, whatever you're comfortable with, to place them on the sheet. After that, we'll start the baking process, 10 to 12 minutes, or until the cookies are to your liking. Once we've completed baking, our cookies should look something like this. Finally, you just want to let them cool and relax while you enjoy your warm treats. Thank you guys for baking with me today. I hope you guys have a great fall. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks for that recipe, Ayana. Those look perfect for the fall season. Now let's see what James has for us in this week's MATC Minute.
Flu season is around the corner, so make sure your vaccinations are up to date. Visit MATC's Immunization Clinic on October 23rd in room 612 of the M building from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Visit matc.edu/events for information on how to schedule appointments. Don't have time to vote on November 5th? Visit the 3rd floor of the S building from now until November 3rd to cast your early voting ballot. Early voting is available Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. and Saturdays, 9 a.m. to noon. You must have a photo ID to vote. Looking for tips and tricks for easier studying? Well, join one of MATC's study prep groups. Groups will meet between 2 and 3 p.m. across multiple campuses throughout October. Check with your student life coordinator for information on how to RSVP. Show your school pride this week for Homecoming Spirit Week. Join fellow students for a pep rally at 4:30 p.m. this Thursday. Be sure to wear your MATC gear during MATC Pride Day. Now let's cheer on the MATC women's volleyball team this Friday as they head to South Helen, Illinois for a doubleheader. Go Stormers.
Thanks for that, James. We wish the Stormers the best of luck. But before we head inside for volleyball, let's head outside where student producer Isabella Riveros is at the Urban Ecology Center for this week's GEM KE.
Hi, I'm student producer Isabella Riveros. I'm here enjoying the beautiful green space at the Urban Ecology Center, a place where everyone is welcome. And this is another hidden GEM KE. I'm currently in the heart of the east side of Milwaukee in Riverside Park, and can you believe it? The beautiful nature I'm surrounded by. There is so much to explore. Anyone, regardless of age, culture, income, or ability is welcome here, and originally it was called Friends of Riverside Park.